What's going on, guys? The first time I ever made a YouTube video of me just like straight up talking to a webcam. It's pretty awkward, and I got my boy Foot here with me to make me feel more comfortable. Um, yeah, that's a cute voice. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's a real high inspiration there. We're here to talk about. So basically, I'm doing documentations on my stream and the steps I've been taking to try to become that next big streamer on either Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, whatever platform you choose to go with. I'm usually on Mixer, but I was thinking about restreaming because I heard restreaming is really good, and I'm gonna try it out.
One eternity later.
I'm back. Okay, you know, I did one of those like smell the shirt, if it's okay, throw it back on, you know, kind of moves, and it wasn't okay, so. My motivation comes from always wanting to be an entertainer. I love making people laugh, and usually that doesn't work out, so I love making myself laugh, and I feel like broadcasting it to everybody else so that they can see how funny I think I am when I'm really not, so I think it's really good. I basically just want to be a comedian, and I thought streaming would be the best way to try that out. I used to do YouTube when I was 16, but we won't talk about that one. Basically just, I don't know, there's a lot of inspiration. I think video games are really fun and really enjoyable, and I feel like the mix with my own commentary and trying to be funny and keeping people engaged is really awesome and fun for me. So fondest memory I've ever had of video games was probably when I was playing the Nintendo 64 with my sister, and we used to play Mario Kart 64. But yeah, basically we used to go on each, so there's four towers, and then the basement is where you collect all your battle stuff. So what we used to do is like throw green turtle shells down there, and the green turtle shells would continuously loop at the bottom. So whenever we had to go grab an item, we'd have to go to the bottom and risk getting hit by a blue, or not a blue, but a green shell. So it was pretty funny. I thought it was very interesting. We used to have each our own two corners, and we couldn't cross to the other one. Yeah, it was pretty fun. That was probably my most fondest memory of gaming. Actually, it's a tie between Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Like, basically, the Legend of Zelda series has been my favorite franchise I ever played. But I think Jack is a pretty strong next to that. Like, I like Jack 2, Jack 3, and yeah, I really love those games. Legend of Zelda was probably my all-time played game, though. Definitely a huge throwback there. I was like 6 years old when I started playing that game. Didn't know what I was doing, but I managed to beat it. Actually, there was a save data that I actually already had the game beaten, so I just played on that. Because I forget where I bought it. I think I bought it used or something. So we started, I think I started taking things a bit more seriously around December. My experience so far has been great. I've met a lot of great other streamers. I could make a huge list of right now off the top of my head, but it would take like a really long time to mention all of them, so I'm not really going to play favorites here. So I don't want to mention a couple and then the others get mad, right? But yeah, I think the Mixer community has been awesome. I think everybody on that platform's been amazing. The stuff I've experienced, though, is a lot of people faking their personalities and not actually being themselves, which turn it into more of a job and not really an enjoyable experience. And I think a lot has to do with everybody trying to get that easy partner instead of actually enjoying the experience that they're showing. I think that people come to Mixer expecting it to be easy, like more easier than Twitch, and they are handed a bunch of challenges. Like me personally, I have gone through a lot of drama. It happens. I don't hate anybody for it, but when you take a lot of personalities and throw them together, it tends to happen to not get along. That's life. What can you do? But I think most part I have been enjoying the experience. I'm trying to push through, but hey man, stuff happens. There's always going to be problems. and you just have to look through them. Overall, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. You start looking at numbers, you're not going to enjoy it. That's just the fact is. And I find myself, me personally, I've been down that road. I find myself comparing myself to others, and it discourages me from doing what I want to do. So I'm going to start looking at the bright side, you know, half milk full kind of glass. Yeah, you know, if that makes any sense. But yeah, more positivity, you know what I mean? I used to use Streamlabs. Streamlabs was a pretty good website, or a pretty good app for the basic user who is very new to getting into streaming, but then switching over to OBS Studio, I found less frame drops and just overall better performance. I think it's less advertising and more, I guess, hardworking, I would say. So basically what I'm trying to say is that it's been quite excellent in its performance, better than Slobs, I think, Streamlabs OBS. So OBS Studio is definitely, and what I use for my alerts is Stream Elements for my OBS Studio. But if I'm using Streamlabs, I just use whatever Streamlabs gives me for the announcements and stuff. So I used to stream from my Xbox. Oh, thank God that's over. The Xbox had the least amount of customization for me that I could use. I didn't really get the like, I'm not hating on Xbox. I play Xbox, I love Xbox, but what I'm saying for streaming wise, I found I dropped a lot of frames. I found that my stream was lagging and freezing a lot, so I upgraded to a streaming PC. I used to have a PC that had a 4790K processor, but like Intel, but I decided to switch to AMD, and my God, has AMD ever made me so excited. AMD has been so great at handling playing games while streaming, while having so many other applications up. It is a great processor. I highly recommend, if you ever build a streaming PC, to go with AMD processor. Other than that, I got the standard graphics card, an RTX 2060 Super, and yeah, we've just been going with that. It's been awesome using a streaming PC, so much better than the Xbox. I highly recommend getting a streaming PC. If you're interested in starting streaming, I highly recommend trying it out. If you won't know if you don't try it. If you're really looking to get into it though, and you're really thinking about taking it serious, you have to put in the work. You have to be dedicated. I mean, coming from somebody that doesn't even have a stream schedule, I am telling you to not make the same mistakes as me. Get a stream schedule. Get somebody to encourage you all the time. If you have a family member or anybody, like a friend or something, just have them throw up your stream to give you that view so that you're not streaming to zero. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people get discouraged streaming to 0 viewers. It keeps you a bit above the list. Doesn't keep you at the bottom. You're not just sitting there swimming in the pond of a bunch of, you know, what is it? 0 viewers, I guess. That's what we call it. But yeah, I watched a lot of streaming videos while getting into streaming. I think I took it a bit too serious, and I started trying to think of tips and like how to engage audience, how to do this, how to do that. At the end of the day, just be yourself. People are going to follow you for you being yourself. They're not going to follow you for anything else. If you there's different people for everybody. Communities are different from one another. You can't ever compare my community to somebody else's, because there are obviously different rules, different communication. It's just all around different personalities. So overall though, seeing how other people are building their communities and seeing how they're all coming together, I love seeing it. I love seeing it all together. And it's just, I've met so many great people streaming, and I would have never ever took it for granted. But I am happy where I am, and I've been enjoying it. It's been a great experience, and hey man, don't knock it till you try, you know what I mean? I'm gonna joke here and say, yo, like everybody else's answers probably would be like, yo, full-time streaming? Hell yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's definitely something that I would look forward to. Do I think it's gonna happen? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know where my future's gonna go. I'm sitting at 800 right now. I'm happy more than ever to have met the people I have. I have a great community. I've experienced a couple of uphills, a couple downhills, but that's expected. But we're still going strong, and I feel like my community will always have my back, so we'll see where me and my community end up. I hope to actually, put the Fridge fam on the map, but we'll see. I'm pretty interested. I think there's a lot of space for me in this streaming industry, so, and I feel like if anybody else was in my position, I feel like they would have to be really confident in themselves. So thank you guys for watching the video. It means so much. I'm just a normal person with the same streaming goals as everybody else, but I thought making this video would help you guys feel more connected towards me. Maybe even help you with your own streaming ways and stuff like that. I wanted to do a documentation of maybe every week of my progress and stuff like that, so you guys can see what it's like to be either going through a struggle day or having a good day or a bad day. There's all different types of days when streaming. Some days you'll get lots of viewers, some days, people have lives, you know what I mean? Like, there's no need to get upset. Just keep pushing, keep your head mentality up. Don't ever let it get you upset. Like, there's sometimes I look at my numbers and I get all depressed because it's like, why am I even bothering, but that's not a good mindset to have. It's not always about the numbers, it's about having fun. So I just need to talk to myself and stop being such a hypocrite. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Keep up the motivation. Let's all show love and support to each other, and let's show why Mixer can be one of the greatest platforms, alright? I love you guys. Thank you. Make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube, follow my Mixer, follow my Twitch, follow my YouTube, follow my Facebook, blah 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 blah. Have a good one, guys. Love y'all.